Hello, Jules Munro. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
Back for the ASC this year,
Indeed.
I see, 2009.
A returnee.
A returnee. What brought you back this year?
Well, I had such a great time the first time, and the energy amongst the participants was just fantastic, and I found it a really good opportunity just to have a sort of a masterclass, a closed session with a few people with real, genuine questions, and I had the opportunity to go through it.
At you,
yeah, I got to go through it and get into the nitty-gritty of situations that they were experiencing. So it wasn't just a dry old lecture. I deliver plenty of those. It's much more of an interaction, and I thought I'd love to come back and do that then, and I'm very glad I did this time.
Excellent. So what are you hoping that the attendees get to take away from your little sessions?
Well, I'm a copyright lawyer, and so I want to bring them some knowledge about how copyright operates and get them to understand how it's fundamental to their craft as songwriters.
Yeah. And the differences therein and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, the things they need to watch out for, the things they need to understand. If they can come away from my sessions with a better understanding of how music publishing works, for example, or how copyright comes into being, or what you can and can't do without permission, then I've done my job, and hopefully that'll set them on the road to understanding their own asset in their songwriting.
Excellent, excellent. So you believe in what Lisa's trying to achieve here with the ASC?
I wouldn't be here if I didn't, and I'll be coming back next year.
I was going to
if I'm invited.
You'll be here. You'll be here.
One of the great things about the conference is coming out here to Ettalong, being away from all the distractions of town, being in a sort of residential environment is really good for getting people to relax and start to exchange ideas, and I would be very surprised if a few good songs weren't written as well.
Well, there's been some collaborations going on, as people were sneaking off into their little areas.
I hope they signed co-writing agreements.
That's it, have all their little You should bring. That's what you probably should bring here next time. Is like all these little arrangements and agreements that you had in the thing. The ASC, as far as the music industry goes, benefits.
Anything that educates practitioners of music about the business is good. There's a lot of information out there. Much of it is rubbish.
Yeah.
So, genuine conferences that really give the participants knowledge about how things work, who does what, those sorts of things, they're invaluable. So that's what it does from my point of view. And I hope
it raises the bar too, do you think?
Well, from a songwriting perspective, clearly peer criticism is great because they're tough critics. From a business learning point of view, being in the same room with a whole lot of people in the same situation but with wildly varying experiences and maybe understandings is great because you're either learning or you're teaching.
Yeah.
And so in my practice, when I'm dealing with problems in the music industry, they're generally arising out of ignorance on one party's part. So if we can eliminate the ignorance and get on with the business of being creative and turning a buck from the wonderful songs, then I'm all for it. So conferences like this are valuable from that point of view.
Fantastic, Jules Munro. Thank you for joining us.
Pleasure. See you next year.
Thank you.